Okay, in this video, I want to show you guys how to find your syllabus. So you'll log into your Apache Access, log into your online classes, and go to our course. You'll notice some links on this left-hand side. Hit course syllabus, and you will be able to see our course. My email address, shauna.mccown@tjc.edu. My office is in Potter, but I don't office during the summer. So my phone number, again, that's a school fall and spring phone number in my office. So if you need to contact me, the best way is through Canvas inbox. If you'll notice, you are not needed to purchase a book because it's online. I've got the breakdown of how your grade is calculated. You obviously have to have technology to do an online course. You need a calculator, square root calculator, one with a square root button, or scientific, no graphing. If you'll go through and you can see my policies and procedures, it's also in the Start Here module, but I went ahead and put it in my syllabus. And you're going to notice again your grading scale, and then I kind of have those broken down right here. Your Pi progress, by that goal date, you have to have 25% of the topics and so on. Your time, 14 hours a week. That's a lot, but it's required in order for you to pass the course, to be successful. You're only going to have 2 scheduled knowledge checks. That's just a fancy word for tests. Those have to be taken over at the testing center. If you cannot take your test over at the testing center, then you will need to call the testing center and make arrangements, and they can set you up with online proctoring. Proctoring just means that someone's monitoring you while you take the test, okay? Review quizzes, I set those up so that you guys can have some type of small review before you take your midterm and your final. That way you have something to study. There's a review in ALEKS also, and I'll show you how to find him. And then our Canvas discussion post. That's the only thing you're going to be doing work-wise in Canvas is the Canvas discussion posts. If you need help, we've got tutoring services on campus. If you live close enough, you can go to campus. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to discussions. I've got all the discussions loaded already. Okay, they're already available. I'd like for you to do them in sequential order. They're all open, but I don't want you to go in and try to do them all because they're week specific. So make sure that you are, following those deadlines. Okay. So let's go back out into ALEKS, and I wanted to show you a couple of things in ALEKS. So remember, I click the ALEKS. I click ALEKS. That's where my math program is. Okay, so now I've already gone through, and on a student view, this is my view, this is teacher view, but on a student view, I've already gone through and taken the initial knowledge check. So I wanted you to look at it from your side so you can see. So as a student, this is what your screen will look like. Right now I'm in timeline mode. I'm going to click to ALEKS Pi mode. If you'll notice, there's a 39 right here in the center. That means that I've mastered 39 topics. But if I click that center button, in this mode, it'll switch it to what percent I'm at. So remember that first Pi percent was 25%, while I'm at 23. So I'm not quite to that first goal, and that's what I need to be working towards, okay? So if you will look on your menu, I'm going to click on the menu, and you'll notice all of the different menu items that you have. You've got Learn and Review. Learn is where you're working on topics that are filling up this circle graph, okay, this pie graph. Review is what you'll be using once you've hit your goal and you're just trying to review for, a few days to get ready for your test, okay? Your assignments, you can click in and look at the assignments that are coming up. You can click view upcoming. You can click view all. So this is everything that is in the course at this time. Your calendar, if you like to look at it in calendar view, I'm a month girl, so I like to see mine by the month. So you can see things that are due. You click on those and it'll tell you what's due and when. Your grade book, this is where Alex will be taking your grades and putting those grades in, okay? And let's see, I want to go to reports page. Okay, so after you take a knowledge check, if you go to the second page of your reports page, there is a tile here called needs more practice. So you'll have some things that are going to pop up in this tile, and it's going to be stuff that you missed on the knowledge check. Okay, so your midterm. Okay, so let's go back and look at Learn. So as I'm working in Learn, I can click down this arrow, and this opens up what we call the carousel. The carousel is just a culmination of all the topics, comprehensive topics. So if I roll over these diamonds, these are gold topics, things that I need to learn. Sometimes they're locked because I don't know, I didn't pass the topic right before this. And sometimes they're unlocked. So you can see I've got a lot of locked ones in here, which means that I've got to finish these first, okay? So as I'm working through these, I can click on one of the topics, and then you'll notice that you've got a video you can watch. You can open the book. You can look in the dictionary. You can send me the problem. That's the message center, or you can actually print the problem. Okay, so make sure you're using all of your tools. These videos are good. They're problem specific, so make sure you're watching those videos if you're having trouble. Okay, so I'm going to come back down here in the carousel again, and I want to click on my modules. This right here is like my book. Like I've just kind of opened up all the topics that we're going to be doing in this class. So if you'll notice, module 2 is locked. It's because I haven't completed enough of module 1. So you've got a percentage that you have to meet in order to move down and open up these topics, okay, as you progress through the course. The course is a building course, so you can't do the factoring trinomials if you can't factor using grouping and GCF. You can't solve an equation, a radical equation, if you can't do radicals. So each one of these progresses on until to the next one. Okay, and as you move through them, you'll notice that these guys will unlock, and you can go back anytime. So even if you're done at module 6, you can go back up to module 1 and work some more in module 1 if you've forgotten how to do those things. Okay, so that is Learn. That's where you're putting things in your pie. Learn, review. When you're in review mode, you are only reviewing things that you've already mastered. This is not adding to your overall pie. So if I click my carousel here, you'll notice that I have all little crowns because these are things that I've already shown Alex that I know how to do. Okay? So review mode is where you go to review material that you've already learned, but maybe you've forgotten how to do. It's where you're going to go when you start studying for your test, review mode. The next thing you can do to study for a test is print a worksheet. You can print as many worksheets as you want. Notice the button up here says New Alex Worksheet. I can click that and it will pop up, hopefully click quickly, a New Alex Worksheet, and there it is. So I've got some problems. I've got 7 problems and 1 ready to learn. That means I haven't studied this yet, but I am ready to learn it. Okay, so you can go through and print as many of those as you want. So I'm going to refresh my page right here so you guys can see. See, there's the first one, and I can print another one. So go back to your home. Remember, Learn, review, and your carousel. If you have any questions, inbox me.